AVS iced it out.
That mud do ride though. Can't even be hyped. Yeah. Let's go. Get it up in the chat. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. For everybody that was in the boom boom room, man, we was having a good time. Hopefully this light ain't too bright. Is this light too bright? Am I real light skin right now? Tell the truth. Am I bright? Tell the truth. I feel like it's perfect, but I feel like it's bright at the same time. Okay, I think that's good right there. Appreciate y'all for pulling up tonight, man. How y'all feeling? My boy Gary, that beat is hard, man. That's one of my favorites, bro. I done had that beat with me since I started doing content, man. As a matter of fact, we're gonna let it ride. Y'all know we randomly like to let these beats ride sometimes. That one right there. Oh, hope you about to sit tonight. Hey, I hope you about to sit tonight. Whoa, we number, alarm. Oh, we gonna, gotta win it out. Hey, we gotta win it. Oh, y'all too turnt, bruh. Y'all too turnt, man. Put some respect on Miami and Cam Word, cuz. Listen, they gotta finish it out. And when they see some competition, I can't wait for you to stop coming in here crying about Miami. Oh. Yeah, that beat go fire. Real quick. Man, how y'all feeling tonight, though, man? I'm feeling good. I'm ready to get into this conversation, man. We got the rankings, y'all. As a matter of fact, let's bring them up as we get ready to open the show up, just so y'all can get a good look at them. This is how the playoff will actually look right now. If we was to jump into the playoffs tonight, this is how those playoffs would look. Let me move myself out the way so y'all can see. Let those teams get their respect. I thought Tennessee was number 7, though. Is this the official one? No, this ain't the official one. Let me get the official. Somebody give me the official. Somebody give me the official. I need to get the official. That's the one I had. Let me show y'all the one I had though, because it was pretty darn close. SMU barely missed, and I have so much respect for SMU. I think they are the ones that will end up challenging the overrated bandits of Miami. But y'all check out that top 12 I had, y'all. It's pretty solid, huh? I ain't gonna tell no lie. Hey, I ain't gonna tell no lie. Come on now, that joint was pretty solid. I had Oregon, Ohio State, like I said it would be, right? I mean, compared to the actual rankings, and whichever one of my mods give me the actual screenshot, just drop it in Discord real quick for me in the mod chat, and I'll grab it from there and drag it over yonder. Please and thank you, moderators. But yeah, I was pretty darn close, man. You sent it to me, Brett. You not in the mod chat, Brett? Yeah, no. If you're trying to help out, put it in the Discord, because I don't do it in the I don't even get the text messages and stuff. All right, appreciate that. There it is. I see it. Boom. Right here. Boom, shakalaka, boom. All right, so side by side comparison. Let me see if I could do something real quick. I'm gonna try to do something. Can I do? Nah, it won't let me do it, but we ain't tripping. All right, so here goes the actual right here. Here goes the actual here. I'm gonna put this over here. That way we could come over here and zoom in. So you look at that, 1, 2, 3, 4. I was spot on. And then who was my number 5? I think my number 5 was, I think I gave it to Penn State, and they had Texas. Yeah, I gave it to Penn State. They gave it to Texas. And yeah, they just flopped those two. And then I go back over here to theirs. Let's go back to that one. This is pretty cool. Y'all like this little vibe we got right now? Opening the show up. Just let everybody come in and say what's up. What's good, Megan? How you feeling? Texas horns down. I'm feeling. Hey, Carla. Carla was in the boom boom room. Hey, y'all make sure y'all share the live up, man. We got the phone call lines. We're gonna be reacting, getting y'all reactions to it. Look at this. You got Penn State, you got Tennessee, you got Indiana. I think Tennessee and Indiana, for me, we're both splitting hairs. Indiana, BYU, Tennessee, all three. Any order of the three to me would have been respectable, right there in the top 10. Notre Dame, overrated as I've always felt like that with them. That's why I had SMU being ahead of them. I had Notre Dame at 12, I believe, on mine. Let me go back to. Let me see, where did I have Notre Dame? Did they make mine? I usually don't give Notre Dame no respect, man. Yeah, I had them at number 12. I had Notre Dame at number 12. And they got, I didn't have Boise State in my top 12 just yet. I had Notre Dame right ahead of them. So, but they got Notre Dame at 10. I had Tennessee at 9. Yeah, Indiana, BYU, Tennessee, like I said, 7, 8, 9, those three to me. I had all three of them. They got 7, Tennessee, Indiana, 8, BYU, 9. I had 7, Indiana, BYU, 8, Tennessee, 9. Respecting Indiana's undefeated record in a respectable conference this year, competitive conference. So then also you have Bama. I had Bama at 11. They had Bama at 11. I had SMU ahead of us at 10. I think SMU has really shown that they're the second best team in the ACC. If you're going to give Miami number 4, the second best team in that conference deserves at least a top 10, right outside the top 10. So I had SMU at 10. But they got them at 13, sitting on the outside looking in, and Boise State at 12. So my top 12 wasn't too far off. It wasn't too bad. So, and y'all be looking out for mines, man. Mines be pretty solid. I know it's a lot of other people want me to get into these voting things. I just don't be, my mind be racing so much. I just be having it float, like the content flow be there, and I already be creating stuff, and collabing be like a thing for me, man. I gotta feel the vibe. I gotta see the energy. So, we had Travis coming on tonight. Y'all remember Travis from Tennessee? I wanted to get his reaction to the Tennessee number 7. Coming in officially at number 7. I think that's well deserved for Tennessee. They got a big game coming up. They have a few big games coming up. We're going to dive into the schedules. We're going to get into it. I don't want to jump into the show without allowing everybody to get the notifications. A lot of people didn't know that we were going to be live. So the 26 of you that are live right now on YouTube, take a moment to go and share the stream. Share the stream on all major platforms. The 5 that are on Twitter, retweet this mug, man. Get people in here. Let's get people on the line. And then we got 2 live on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, drop a reaction. Hit that like button, hit the heart reaction, laugh emoji, something. Hit a reaction over there and drop a comment. Don't be scared to comment. Let me know your team. This is not just Bama football talk tonight. We talking to everybody. That's why I got the AAA shirt on tonight. I had to get the AAA shirt on tonight. Man, I love this tailgate party shirt, y'all. I love it, man. I love it. I love it. I be rocking this mug like it ain't no tomorrow. Got some more merch coming too. And if y'all ain't seen the merch, man, y'all need to go check the merch out. I'm telling y'all right now, the merch is popping. My boy Zach was just telling he got a surprise for somebody. And to know that it's Coach Smook merch, that's crazy to me, right? It's crazy. I'm grateful. I'm truly humbled and grateful to be in this position. And I appreciate y'all support. 100%. Let me try to get this merch video. Here we go. I get that mug up here rolling real quick. Yeah. I mean, I think the caps are going to be a big time seller for the ladies, man. That pink. We're going to keep the pink out. We're going to keep the pink merch up. I know we got a late start on it for last month for breast cancer awareness. But don't forget tomorrow, y'all, during our Cash App giveaway for our breast cancer warrior survivor. We're going to do it tomorrow. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to all 32 of y'all watching between all platforms, man. I really appreciate y'all. And appreciate the like over there. Henry Gillis. Is that my cousin? Is that my cousin or my Uncle Henry? Appreciate you for pulling up over there. Drop a comment over there. Cuzzo. Oh, I can't see which one it is. If you drop a comment, I'll be able to see your comment. I want to see my family. That's crazy. My family watching my podcast, y'all. That's funny. That's funny. I got cousins that really watch the game, and I'll be like, man, y'all check my podcast out, man. They can't even check your boy out, but my uncles and my auntie be coming in and put it out. I'll be like, ah. But now some of my cousins do watch. They just don't be commenting. They don't care to comment. I appreciate y'all, man. They be telling me everything. They'll tell you everything I said. That's like my housemate too, my roommate, man. He watched the whole show and to tell me the whole show, run it back, like playback, left and right. So I appreciate everybody in their support, man. But y'all make sure y'all check out their merch. We got our moderators working diligently in the chat. Man, shout out to my mods, man. I asked my little brother Gary to he has aspirations of doing this in some way, shape, or form, being a part of in this industry, becoming an entrepreneur, and I think he's going to do great. He just has so much energy about him, man. I can't wait to really get this thing taken off. So all the opportunities that's going to be presented by connecting and helping this network grow, we're going to create legacy opportunities, y'all. And it's not just about covering football and creating content. We're talking about setting up a future for a generation that, you know, this new age of technology can be misleading if they're not guiding in the right direction. And we can produce longevity and careers and things of that nature by using the assets and the resources that you can learn to use on the internet. You know, the technology basically runs the world, and it's good to have those basic mechanical skills, but also you want to be technically inclined, and we're trying to do that. We're doing it at a very small level right now at the Coach Smook Network, but we have a vision, and it's going to be bigger than us. It's going to be bigger than a podcast, and I thank y'all for supporting it. So I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. But right after this infomercial break, man, we're going to get right into the show. We're going to get right into the phone lines. We're going to get your reactions. We're going to be diving into schedules, and we'll just have conversations. We'll do 7 minutes. 7 minutes of phone call. Hey, light the phone lines up tonight, y'all. I really want to hear y'all voices. I want to hear y'all thoughts on the first initial rankings. And let's get into it, y'all. I appreciate y'all for supporting again. I'm your boy, Coach Smook. And this is how you become a member of the AAA family. Check it out. Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. And each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. If you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel. Keep me off the ball, I run it.
Leandre gota te giusto.
Weak side linebacker, right? Put him next to the mic.
Not going to take us a lot of time, but I want to say that I'm excited about what.
Okay, forgive me, my brother. What's on your mind?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just still sorry for all the other content creators now that we have this mega star back in our presence.
Let's get it. Hey, phone lines are open. 334-625-1121. Call in. Let's give me your reactions. Straight up raw reactions. Pause. Raw reactions to the college football rankings, man. Did they get it right? I'm going to go on the record saying I think they got it right. I really think they were fair. They were unbiased. It's not because I will say this. Alabama got a strong Bama bias with that 11 rankings, in my opinion. But we'll get some thoughts. Zach, let's see.
Call from Zach Willie. To accept, press 1.
That's Zach Willie on the line. Zach, you in the game. Talk to us, man. Give us your thoughts on the game, bro. I mean, not on the game, on the college football rankings.
On the ranking.
Yeah, man. Talk to us, Zach.
You good, man. Yeah, I just sent you a super chat of my thoughts.
Yeah, I was just about to say, man, let me get that. I just was able to refresh the page so I could see it. Let's get it on the screen here. Let me see. He said, Roll Tide, in my opinion, And hold on, I got to get the right graphic up in the back too. Roll Tide, in my opinion, Miami and Notre Dame is overrated till they prove themselves. And I agree. Appreciate that 1999 super chat, Zach. But I agree, man. And more so Notre Dame. I think Miami has won some solid games. I know we give them crap, the refs help them out, but they have a special player at the quarterback position. They have played some ranked opponents. But Notre Dame, to me, them not being in the conference, and their schedule doesn't favor the next biggest game on their schedule. The only big game left in the gauntlet month is Army. So I don't agree with Notre Dame being ahead of even the likes of Boise State. If you're going to give Notre Dame credit, give Boise State credit. SMU, they're a better team. They're a better team than Notre Dame to me. So, your thoughts, Zach? Talk to me.
Yeah, Notre Dame gets this credit every year that I just don't understand because I guess because they're a Power 5 team or want them to be a Power 5
Well, it's
team.
not necessarily Power 5 blue. You got the blue bloods. They're traditionally they've had a run as a traditionally they've done big things as far as winning national championships, things of that nature. A national brand, they get that type of love. But as far as their competition level, they have not dominated in any era of football that I can remember, any recent era.
Right. The last was probably 70s, 80s, maybe before me and you was born.
Right.
And so, but since we've been in our lifetime, they haven't dominated. I mean, yeah, they've had good seasons, but when they got in those big time games, they was exposed, like they are, or like the frauds they are. And so I understand why they're getting the love, but at the same time, it's undeserved until they can win that big game.
100%, 100%. Zach, we got about 4 minutes left on the call, man. Any other surprises or any other thoughts on the top 12, the current college football rankings? And I'm trying to see if one of our mods, either Dwight or Gary, can get us a makeshift bracket graphed up. If not, we'll have it ready for next week's show with the graphic. But this would be a pretty solid, and I mean, even if we got fellas, even if we got a screenshot from the show of the board and just kind of make sure we crop out the ESPN, that'll be good for tonight, and just put it in the moderator chat. But Zach, I mean, you're talking about first round matchups. We're talking about the possibility of Alabama and Texas for your first round matchup.
Holy cow, what a matchup that would be if that comes to fruition. And in Austin, no less. Oh my goodness, that would be awesome. And for us to get our revenge on Texas, because we all know what Texas did to us last year, and for Miro to have a chance to redeem himself
in his home state against the team that he was originally committed to.
Right.
Wow.
That would be something else. That would be amazing. And something that I would love to see, and even if we got a rematch with Georgia, all these Georgia fans are like, Bama don't want to see Georgia again. Georgia don't want to see Bama again because, I mean, we're their kryptonite. Everybody wants to speak on it. So if you want to know the facts, Bama's the only SEC team that Georgia cannot beat. And I'm not saying cannot, has not beaten.
Right.
What they in the last 10 meetings, they beat us one time, and that took injury to a key player in a key moment in the game for that to take place, you know.
Right.
And so I mean, really, what other matchups what other matchups are there that would be favorable for Georgia besides, you know, the weaker teams and the top ranked teams in the weaker conferences is what I'm trying to say. But anyway, so if we make it to the playoffs, because I'm hopeful, but there's still a possibility that it not happen this year. But even if we don't, it's okay, because we're still going to have a great season, because I mean, a better season than Nick Saban's first season, you know, because our winning percentage is better than what it was this time when Nick came his first year.
Yeah, 100%, man. And people just got to kind of just look at it, how wide of a, like, the mark of this season wasn't to just win the SEC. It wasn't just to win a playoff game. We're still in national championship contention by remaining in those top 12 teams, ranked number 12. Final thoughts, Zach. We got about 30 seconds before we open up the phone lines. And everybody that's in the chat right now, remember, wait until we hang up the phone lines to go ahead and call in. Remember, when you call in, say your name and put me in the game. Coach Zach, last thoughts, man. Give us to.
Let's go out there and beat LSU this weekend and keep going 1-0 each and every week until the season's over. Roll Tide, my AAA family. Roll Tide, Coach Smook. Love you guys, and I'll talk to y'all later.
100%, Zach. Thank you for calling in, man.
100%.
Man, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in tonight. Zach on the line, kicking the call-in segment tonight off, the call-in show off tonight. Man, the phone line is open, 334-625-1121. Again, 334-625-1121. 334-625-1121. Let me get this graphic up on the screen for us while we wait for the next call to come in, y'all. Y'all go ahead and open up the phone lines. There we go. That's good right there. Let me see. All right. Phone line is open. 334-625-1121. And here goes the bracket. We'll just kind of open the conversation to start talking about some of these matchups that we could possibly see, man. Oh, we got our first caller. We got another caller on the line. Here we go.
Call from
D-Wade.
Hold on, D-Wade. Why you hung up? Call back, D-Wade. Somebody tell him to call back. Let me check this routing too. Make sure I gotta check the routing so we can have the. There we go. All right, we should be good now. Good call, Zach. Yeah, everybody, y'all know Zach always bringing the fire, man. Always bringing the fire. You don't see a team beating Bama at our best game. Facts. And I feel like this team is just not getting comfortable. It took some tough games to get to that point, but we see what this team was able to look like against Missouri. Got another call on the line.
Call from
D-Wade.
What you want, D-Wade?
accept.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Am I here?
Who there?
This the man D-Wade, bro.
Who?
D-Wade, the host, man. Roll Tide, roll.
What's up, man? Look, I didn't know if you wanted to get in the game or not. You just said it's D-Wade. I thought you was trying to order some pizza or something.
No.
What's
so hard to
good,
get
bro?
to the
What's
car line.
good, man? How you feeling tonight, man?
I'm feeling good. I'm just happy to get to the car line because your shit be jumping, so it's hard to get in.
Look, man, we be trying to get everybody here. We working on something big here. We trying to get the numbers up. You know how that is, bro. So we can get that call queue set up. Y'all keep supporting the way y'all supporting and the way these numbers been going. We're gonna have a call queue.
No doubt.
We're gonna have a call queue set up soon, man. But how you feeling, man? Talk to me. Give me your reactions to these rankings, man. Alabama came in number 11. I know that's something you're excited about, but overall thoughts on the rankings this first week of college football playoff rankings.
Man, I'll be honest. Like it's cool to see us inside the top 12, but it don't matter unless we, win this weekend. So none of that matters until we have to win. We got to keep winning, keep it going, keep the momentum going, and I think that Milroe will get back to his confidence. You know what I'm saying? After having this week off, I think he gonna get back to his strategy. We gonna play how we did first half versus Georgia for 4 quarters. I think we go to Death Valley and we just shock the world and we just keep it rolling.
I feel good about this team's progression right now. I think this is a viable test for us coming up this weekend. But I look at the rest of the college football landscape too, man. And it's some really big games that's happening. This is not just a big game for us. Let me pull the schedule up for you so I can kind of give everybody a kind of a wide view. Yeah,
Texas up the game. I'll take it. Let's do it.
I mean, I don't think Texas is going to end up in that spot. I see Texas possibly dropping 2 out of the next 4 games that they have. I think they have 4 games left. Let me pull the schedule up. Let me get this thing up here, man. But other than the rankings, man, you kind of dove directly into your thoughts on the Alabama LSU game. What do you think is a key factor for this offense to really get rolling? We know the weather conditions. They're saying that might be a factor. So something that I have leaned on since before the season. I felt like our run game would be the basis of our identity. What's your thoughts on what this team needs to do this Saturday to have a big game against LSU?
I think obviously we got to start with the run game. I mean, everybody knows that, but I think for the Louisiana native Kendrick Law, he got to get more touches in rotation, get in rhythm, and he got to strike early. They're gonna be keying in on Ryan Williams, so he gonna get his shine. But Bernard, I think is gonna be he's like the X factor. He remind me of Ardarius Stewart, how he came alive, next to Calvin Ridley. I think Bernard gonna do his thing, and Emmanuel Henderson. I think the jitters affect E-Man sometimes, but I think he's a good piece. He makes good plays, so we got to keep him going. So that's basically, besides Haynes and Miller and hey, get Richard Young some early touches too, man. Let's get it going. Let's not hold back.
I think this is the time of year where we'll see that rotation really solidify. He's just now getting back healthy, and we saw what type of effect he has or what type of impact he can have with a few amount of carries. And I don't think he's greedy for carries right now. I think his focus this year, he got hurt in the spring, which I believe was a factor in him staying, wanting to get all the way healthy. Then he trusted the process. He saw how he fits for this system. Especially going forward next year, you're going to have a lot of young backs in that room. Justice Haynes probably going to definitely be coming back to solidify. I think Richard Young comes into next year being your lead back. Honestly, I think Justice Haynes falls more into the Jam Miller role that we see this year. He's not getting the bulk of carries, but Jam Miller is doing the most with his carries because of what the attention that's being paid to Justice Haynes, who's been the lead off back up until the last 2 games due to injury. So I see a lot of positive for this offense. But I want to bring to light a few games this weekend that can impact the playoffs, and I want your thoughts on here. We got about 3 minutes left on this phone call, bro.
Right.
Georgia Ole Miss, a 2:30 game. It's in Oxford. Lane Kiffin and Ole Miss and the Rebels have really seemed to turn the corner here. Especially, I dare say Pete Golden and that defense. The last 3 games have been borderline lights out.
I'm going Ole Miss over Georgia.
You going with the upset?
I'm going with I guess it would be called an upset, but with the offense, I think their offense won't be as on fire as it was last week. when they won big, but because Georgia's defense is still good, we can't discredit that. But I think that Jackson Dart does enough because listen, Carson Beck is good for two things: 300 yards and 3 picks.
Right.
300 yards and 3 picks. I mean, the last 3-4 games he's averaging 3 picks. He throws them like he's supposed to throw them. Like he doesn't look.
That's a part of their offense. It seems like, right?
Yeah, so you got to take the bad with the good with Georgia's offense. It could be stagnant at times. It's just like how Bama is, but I feel like Beck gonna throw 2 to 3 picks. Jackson Dart is gonna have a 300, 400 yard game again, and he's got Trey Harris. He's got that Watkins kid who had 250 some yards receiving. I think they get the upset.
Man, I want to believe that can happen, but I think Kirby Smart has the secret potion for the mobile quarterback that doesn't have the accuracy, and Jackson Dart doesn't have that accuracy under pressure, and that's been his downfall. And that's been his downfall for years, and it hasn't changed. But I would love to see Ole Miss Georgia upset, because then that puts Ole Miss back in the driver's seat to kind of shake things up for the SEC championship. And I know people are saying just getting the playoffs, but the SEC championship year one under Kalen DeBoer with 2 losses would just change. It would more so prove the point of the people that speak on the side of college football has really changed. When you have the SEC, the Big Ten with 1 loss conference champions, 2 loss conference champions, and 3 of those teams in that conference have 2 losses, and all 3 of them are getting in the playoffs. That's what college football has become, because that's what the pros is, right? Is that not what the pros is? So we got it. We can't discredit that. And hold on, I think I went into the portal. Let me see. Did I go into the portal? Oh no, that was just over there. All right, but
I'm gonna say this though, Smook.
Go ahead, man. We got about 2 minutes. We got a minute and a half left on this call.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna say this though. I hope Georgia wins that game though, because I feel like if Ole Miss beats Georgia, they would have too much momentum going forward. And I don't like Lane Kiffin getting too hot. You know what I'm saying? That's a big win if he beats Georgia, but and I kind of want to play Georgia again just to show them that first game can happen again in the same season. Because we had that year we could have went back to back in one season and we got injured and whatnot. But anyway, I feel like Bama bounces back. But listen, if we lose this game, it's gonna snowball in the worst way for us. I feel like we lose another one due to lack of motivation to keep going, and then we lose recruits, and then it's not a good look for us. So we need this win. We need this win and to keep going, but we need the Death Valley win. So roll tide, roll, man. Love everybody out there, man. Appreciate you having me on this call. I'll be back.
For sure, bro. Appreciate you for tapping in, man. About time. D-Wade and tapped in, bro. And it's crazy. You missed that tailgate party, bro. And it was, man, I'm talking about.
What we doing for the Iron Bowl?
Listen, the thing is, it's so last minute, bro. It's going to be hard to get everybody together, but I'm going to be somewhere local, like, man, I'm for real. I'm looking at a few venues possibly in Atlanta, if not in T-Town, to just set up and watch the game live, do a live reaction and a call-in show at a public spot. So we got a few opportunities that we're looking at. So I'm gonna definitely I'll tie you in with that, man, especially if I try to do it in Atlanta.
Oh yeah, I'll probably working that night, but I'm down for the vibes, man.
You already know.
Everybody in the chat pulling up for Smook, man. Keep Smook show running and gunning, man. You're doing great, bro. The progression is dope. I'm always support, man. Much love and roll tide, roll
tide, my boy. You have a good one, bro.
You too.
Yes, sir. My brother D-Wade checking in, y'all. We got about 20 minutes left on the show, man. We're not having a long show tonight, y'all. I wanted to give everybody, to get at least 3 or 4, 4 or 5 phone calls on the line, man. Get some immediate reactions. We got another live. Tomorrow's Wednesday. We got some gaming tomorrow, and then Thursday we got 2 shows. So we want to be fresh all week. And then Friday, I'll be in Phoenix City, going back home. Don't forget, call in 334-625-1121. 334-625-1121. Give me your thoughts on the initial rankings, man. College football playoff rankings, man. And this is what the playoff bracket will look like, y'all. As I go small screen again, I like this little graphic here that we got. Let me pull this banner down here. We got another call on the line. Let's get him on. Let's check it out. Who we got?
Call from
Piano Man.
to accept.
Yo, Piano Man, what's up, brother? You in the game? Talk to me, man.
Man, I got to say it like everybody else says. Piano Man, put me in the game, coach.
Hey, listen, the lady say your name now, bro. You VIP. You ain't even got to say it no more. They say, call from Piano Man. And then everybody know it's already you. So you ain't even got to say it no more.
Oh, I got it like that.
You got the wristband. Your wristband got dirt under it. That's how long you been rocking with me.
That means I need to go. That means I need to go take a shower with you.
Nah, listen, we've been out here in these trenches, man. Sometimes the shower ain't gonna get it out the wristband, bro. You ain't trying to take that mug off and put it back on every day.
Bro, look here. When you're down with the cause, man, you gotta do what you gotta do.
What you gotta do, man.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
That's what's up, man. How you feeling? How you feeling tonight, though, brother?
Bro, I feel better than I did Friday. Some of y'all didn't know, man. I was very ill, and but you know, hey, man, God is good. I feel better.
Yeah, man.
So I'm here to talk about our 11th spot, which I figured that's where we were going to go. But you know, Coach, I'm looking for better. I'm looking for more, if you will. I think there's a lot of football that has to be played. That still has to be played. There could be some upset somewhere above us. So this might not be the final landing spot for any of them, but for us, especially for us as Alabama. But we've got to take care of business this weekend to protect that, and because what's not being said too, the LSU is playing for that same spot as well. And so if they win the game now, we're out and they're in. It's just that simple. So it all depends on between us who wants it the most. And I believe you know, just we're at that point now where we're gelling, we're trending. And I've said this before, if we're trending, we're winning. Because Alabama does that. If we're trending, we're winning.
But not just LSU. Alabama, not just Alabama, Piano Man, but Kalen DeBoer has done that everywhere he's gone, man. He's proven that he knows how to create winning abilities. Like it's not necessarily culture at this point because he hasn't been anywhere to really establish a culture. He just knows how to take what's given to him and produce the best product, and that best product usually tends to lead to winning more so often than it does to losing. And I don't know why people feel like the SEC was going to be that much of a difference when he has that same caliber of talent. It's not like he came in with Washington roster. He came in with an Alabama roster.
Exactly. But the other part of it is one of the things that when I was listening to the selection show tonight, it was one word that they used, and that was the word brutal. Now the SEC at this point is brutal. When you have a Vanderbilt winning, the parity is there now.
Yeah.
So the parity is there. So we all said that most of us said that Alabama was going to lose one or two and everything, but nobody figured it to be Vanderbilt. So we're looking at the parity now. And so what I'm just saying is let's just handle our business, do what we got to do. So I heard a couple of callers say about the running game, and I'm in for Saturday night. Good, safe way to go into Saturday night. I'm going to go an opposite route, Coach. I'm going to say the defense must play lights out.
I agree. I think this is an opportunity for the defense to really solidify what this team is capable of. We've seen the offense lead this team already. We've seen that. We've seen the offense. We saw the defense get challenged, and we just so happened to run into a game where both got challenged at the same time, and one could not produce. Like, you know, one couldn't hold up enough for the other to produce in Vandy, and then the other one held up enough for the offense to produce. The defense did, and the offense couldn't produce. So we saw our two games where those things are out of balance when they're totally out of whack, and then you see where we get things similar. Where it's balanced, it doesn't even have to be great execution on both sides. It just has to be balanced, and we see what our team can do. So, imagine what balance and great execution looks like with this Alabama team.
Yes, sir. And if the balance is there, and I'm talking about, I said it back in the summer. I'm going to say it on today. If the defense responds early, I'm telling you, if the defense responds early, it's going to be a long night for LSU. Keep Nussmeier off balance. Keep him off balance. Make him force errant throws that he don't want to throw, like throw it early or throw because the pressure is on him. Rousseau and Lawson and Jihad and those guys on the line, they got to bring the pressure. They got to bring the pressure. Play smart defense. That's the first thing that I want to talk about. The second thing I want to mention, which is probably of equal importance, is mental errors, penalties,
right?
Lining up in the neutral zone, being on and off the field when you're supposed to, and all that good stuff. Let me see. And the loss of Cole Adams. Smook, I heard you say this, Coach. Don't put Ryan Williams back there anymore.
Please don't.
To do punt returning. I'm going to say it like I said about Quinn Ewers. Ryan Williams is one hit away from being injured because of a punt return.
I don't know, man. That's not my reason for wanting them back there. I don't know what's up with that boy Bones, but they not normal. I don't know. And Piano Man, we have a team working on it. So if Ryan Williams end up sitting early against Mercer, it's because our team is on it. You know, we're trying to figure out what his DNA makeup is because he took some crazy angled hits already. And he's only probably 165, 170 pounds, every bit of 6 foot. He's not no taller than 6'1", no taller than 6 foot. I mean, he's not lightning quick. It's just he's so nimble, man, and shifty. And I mean, Devontae Smith 2.0, but with some steroids, like some Jalen Waddle, Henry Ruggs steroids injected in him. And he's taking some hits, man. The toughness. That Mobile water that he grew up on, that Mobile catfish that they grew up on down there, it doesn't show true. They get some of that Mississippi stuff over there too, from Mobile.
That's right. That's right.
I ain't gonna lie. I know. It's all mixed up.
Yeah, we crazy. Yeah, that's what you're trying to say. We crazy. Yeah, we are.
The boy crazy.
We eat good. We eat good over here now.
Yes, sir.
We eat good over here. But you already know that. But I just don't want him to take that chance, Coach.
Yeah.
I just don't want him to take the chance. One of the things that's helping Ryan Williams, since we're on that subject, is his diet. He did talk about that, and Jalen Milroe even talked about it, that he was put on the same plan, diet-wise, that Devontae Smith was put on the same identical plan. And so he's working out this, that, and the third. So, but I just don't want him to take a chance on it, Coach. That's all I'm saying.
Right. And I get you, man, because those are the plays where it's literally like he's going out of bounds and somebody trying to get a big hit on Ryan Williams, and it's a late hit, and then he's out because it's a low hit, and a bad angle on the knee. Those the play. And you don't want that to happen to any player, but he is an intricate part. He's proven that he's an intricate part. Give guys like you got guys like Bubba Hampton on the bench, true freshman. Put him in that pressure situation to prove himself. Let him be an athlete. It's nothing but secure the ball, make a play if you can. If not, it's fair catch. Show how dialed in you are to making the best decisions for the team. That goes along in your evaluation too. Give these young guys opportunities, man. It's a lot of young guys I feel like need to be on kickoff team. You know, I haven't seen Justin O really on kickoff. Why is he not on kickoff? He's on every tackle when he's in the game. Me and Kenny Smith talked about it earlier today. Kenny Lord. We talked about Justin O needs to be on special teams, like every special teams. Anything that it requires contact, he needs to be on. I don't want to see Q Rob out there on special teams. I don't need to see Malachi Moore or Devontae Smith on. I need to see Dre Kirkpatrick. I need to see Deshaun Hand. Deshaun Jones. I need to see Cam Howard. These guys that don't get the reps in on the either side of the ball, they need to be on the special teams. That's how you get the big plays. That's when Coach Saban and those during that era had those big plays. I think college football has kind of changed up for you to not really invest in it that much, but I think you can, man.
Yeah, and so what has to happen starting now is what you said. The lineup, the changing, the rotation. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
The rotation has to be intense because I'm telling you, when I watched LSU play Texas A&M, they do not have a heavy rotation. They play the same guys over and over. If we come in, like I heard you and the caller talking about those running backs of Jam, Justice, and Richard Young, and then you throw Kendrick Law in, you won't even have to run Miro at all. You won't have to. But if you keep rotating those backs, each back has a different running style, which brings on a different form of heat or different form of intensity.
Right.
And when that happens, going up against a weary defensive lineman or a linebacker, they sooner or later, coach, they're going to say, "That's it. I'm done. I have nothing else left to give." And then that's when your long runs can start. Establish the running game. Establish it from the start. Establish it. Work into the pass. Mix it up a little, but especially that running game. And, Coach, I believe we will take LSU straight up out of their whole misery.
All right.
That's what I think.
All right. I'm right there with you, Piano Man. I think this is the game where physicality needs to be at the forefront of each player's mind. And I mean, even in the I think our wide receiver run blocking has improved so much. That's why we've seen the run game become so effective. The perimeter run game, I thought would be the last thing that we see develop, but that's been the most explosive run game. And then you saw when Justice Haynes, when he makes up his mind to really be deliberate and pressing the line of scrimmage, not necessarily wait for a hole to open up and not being impatient, but seeing things develop and pressing the development. So his timing and everything is he's starting to get a good feel for the timing of what his offensive line is doing in front of him, because our O line has been so great. So we're going to see this offense really flourish if Nick Sheridan, Coach Kalen DeBoer lean on the run game, which hopefully I'm hoping this is a messy game. I do believe we have the advantage in the physicality with being able to stop the run, how we play the run game, how Kane Womack likes to dial up the run blitz against the run game. I think our back end support for the run game support is there. I don't trust Nussmeier to be patient enough in passing opportunities to take advantage of them. When they do go and dial it up, I think we have seen enough of the play action, guys streaking open and not getting. I think this defense, like you said, and like everybody else is starting to feel around the program, this team is starting to settle into what is required for them to just be good. And they're not great, but to be good. And they showed that against Missouri.
And you know what? And when you put it that way, and I'm going back to what you said about the Nussmeier and the pass. Last year, Jaden Daniels had Malik Neighbors, and then what's the tight end, Taylor, and that's basically what they had. But I don't know if you remember or not. Malik Neighbors may have gotten, I think he got one touchdown, right?
The first touchdown.
And then the first touchdown. But then if you think back, what did they have to do? They had to rely on Jaden Daniels to pull them through. They had to rely on him until he got hit that one last time, and he was out with a concussion. The moment that they brought Nussmeier in, it was blood in the water. You know, bad analogy there, but that's when Bama smelt it, and they started bringing the heat. And Nussmeier was no good the rest of the game. Against Texas A&M, when the quarterback was for Texas A&M came out and they put Reed back there, LSU defensively had no answer for him, which in turn made LSU have no answer offensively because it amped up the defense. They rattled Nussmeier, and the rest is history. I think Alabama has to play that same way. Not get anybody hurt. I'm not saying that. Rattle folks. Throw the timing off.
You have to be violent. It's a violent sport, man. You have to be violent. You can't
be violent.
You can't be nice in football and expect to win at a high level. You have to be violent. You have to be able to impose some type of physical fear or physical dominance in the game of football. And how do you do that in this game? You do it in the run game, you do it on the ground, and you do it on the defensive side by creating a lot of big plays with just physicality. Last thoughts, Piano Man, before we get off this line, brother.
Yeah, right quick. I got two last thoughts. Number one, you talked about you never really talked about our passing game, but the passing game will be important once the running game has been established.
Right.
Once the running game has been established, the passing will come. Now, why am I bringing that up? LSU's DBs you don't have a Stingley and a Honey Badger and those guys of what you're used to seeing back there. Those guys are young and they are not as mobile and they're not as physical as back there. So establish the run, make them come up. Then we got so much speed, even in our tight ends. Distribute the ball evenly, and you don't have to look for the big play all the time. And so I think we're going to win the game. And then the last thing, Smook, that you said about being physical, I'm just going to call it from back in the gap when I was coming along. You got to be about it because you with it.
Right.
That's the way we used to say it. We about it because we with it. We don't fear nobody. And so we got to get physical. We got to put the pedal to the metal, and let's not do what we did against Georgia. If we get a good lead on it, keep it going.
Yeah.
Don't ease up. Keep it. If you're gonna put 100 on the board, go ahead. We don't care.
Go ahead, Coach.
We
ain't gonna be mad. We ain't gonna be mad at you, big
We ain't gonna be sportsmanship. Are you kidding me?
Man, ain't no such thing. Ain't no such thing.
Sportsmanship is how you play the game in dirt, being clean or dirty. It has nothing to do with how much they have to put all the 50 points on the board. Yes, we did. We had to make sure we beat you.
100%.
That's what we look at.
100%.
So, bro, keep doing what you do. Keep doing what you're doing, man. You're doing good, Coach, and man, roll tide to all of the AAA Nation. And just remember, everybody wants to imitate us, but they can't duplicate us because we are genuinely authenticated.
Yes,
roll tide, bro.
Yes, sir. Roll tide, Piano Man. Appreciate you for calling in, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Y'all, appreciate y'all for tuning in to the show tonight, y'all. This was a vibe, man. We got an hour of call in. I love that, man, that y'all came in ready to get on the phone lines, man. What's up, Pops? Listen, we were going to go longer tonight, but I got some more content that I want to edit up. I got a lot of good thoughts and things that I was able to weigh in and track in. You all weighed in on some good stuff. Oh, we got somebody else on the line. Let me open the phone lines. We got people calling. I'm not going. Let me get it.
It's JB. Put me in the game, Coach.
There you go. What's up, JB? You on the line, bro?
Here. What's goody?
Look, boy, you lucky I look back at the screen because I was about to start the whole 20-minute rundown. You know what I'm saying? But you on the line, bro. You in the game. Talk to us, JB. Give me your reactions on these rankings, bro.
I didn't see the rankings, but I got a question.
What's up?
I don't want to see them. I don't want to see the rankings.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't want to see them. You know why? Because that's gonna get my hopes up. I need this. I need the team and the AAA to stay focused on where I'm at right now.
Mm-hmm.
You don't pay attention to the rankings and you handle your business. Trust me, you're gonna get in.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You focus on what you need to do. Don't worry about nothing right now. Focus on LSU. Handle your business. Trust me, the play is gonna do itself. I just got a question. You know, my mind likes to think. Right? I want to know, because we're talking about the players, right? And they need to be physical and everything like that. I'm looking at this coaching staff right here. What coaching staff are we going to get? Are we going to get the one that's going to get? Are we going to get the ones that's going to wait to get punched in the mouth, or do the punching?
Mm-hmm. Well, so tomorrow we're going to do a reaction to the interviews that have been submitted thus far this week. And I don't know if you was able to listen in this morning when me and Kenny was talking, but Kane Womack has this energy about himself. I don't know if everybody remembers the Womack family to LSU rivalry there. There's like a history there. David Womack at Ole Miss and Ole Miss had their run-ins, especially in recruiting. But also their family having their ties in Mobile. Mobile is LSU territory also. You know, LSU dips into Mobile all the time when it comes to recruiting. You know, it's just one of them things. So there's a mentality I feel like that's bleeding over into the players that's being more so felt from Kane Womack, the defensive coordinator. And if my defensive coordinator has that fire about him, we all know what Freddie Roach gets like on that sideline. We see what Kane. I mean, the fourth down stand, the goal line stance against Missouri. Did y'all see the sideline? Did y'all see the coaches on the sideline?
It meant something.
Right. You know, I felt like they were more excited about it than the players. So I don't think it's going to take much for them to get the players amped up. I believe this staff, with 2 losses under their belt, feel like they got just the right amount of fire to keep this team going in the right direction. 2 losses before November. That woke, man. Come on, you got to think. A 5th-year senior at the University of Alabama, 2 losses before November. Oh man, maybe it's time for me to wake up for real. 2 losses before November.
Yeah, that hasn't happened in
Come on, man,
a long time.
So I think that's why you hear less talk on these interviews. You hear, I mean, we're gonna do some reactions. As a matter of fact, if we get a dead time on the phone line, I will actually upload we got the interviews already. Shout out to Dwight, man, been doing work, putting in work, man. We're getting clips and everything. We'll actually do reactions tonight, and then tomorrow we'll do the open up the show. Or whenever we do go live to do our reactions, we'll go and do the interview reactions from the coaching staff, because Kane Womack has a little fire about himself, man, and it almost feels like Kirby Smartish interview.
Yeah, it's the defense sounds like they're riled up, right? Which is great. We want to see this. I think we're gonna have a different offense this week. I think we might get aggressive, like a early fourth and 2. We're going for it.
Right.
No hesitation. Don't need to look at the sideline. Like, we're going for it, and that's gonna like shake up a lot of stuff, because they're not looking. They're gonna think, oh, we're just gonna punt the ball. No, we're coming out to take your throats. We're taking your hearts out.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the mentality that we need to come in this game with, because you got to take that crowd out early.
Yep.
You have to.
And news just developing. I'm getting text messages. I don't mean to cut you off, JB. Hold on. Dang, hold on. We ain't gotta we ain't gotta use the what you call it, but I got a news sound. Let me turn the news music on. Breaking news, y'all. I got a little inside scoop, y'all. Here on the Coach Smook Network, y'all. Here on the Coach Smook Network, I just got a text, man. And y'all know when I get texts, I don't usually just say crazy stuff. When I got a hot text, we got a hot text alert, y'all. Let me get the right banner up. Live on the show, we got a hot text alert. there's talks because of the tropical storm, and this decision will be made anywhere between Thursday morning and Friday evening of possible location changing for this Alabama LSU game. This game could possibly be moved to Tuscaloosa. This game is there has been some leaked information that this game could possibly be moved to Tuscaloosa. Logistics of it would be the ticket sales would definitely shift to favor LSU. Well, we know there's workarounds around that, but this game they're possibly shifting it to T-Town. So yeah, it's just a rumor. Just a rumor. But when I give text messages in this group, this stuff usually it starts bubbling up. So it's an evening game.
Would that hurt us? Because you know the media is gonna eat that up.
I mean,
if we do,
bro, we lost to Vanderbilt at home, bro. Did we lose to Vanderbilt at home
this year?
No, that was that. We lost away. I'm tripping. I'm thinking about Tennessee last year. I'm thinking about Tennessee.
Yeah, but I'm talking about them trying to give them the narrative.
Texas, I'm sorry.
Well, Alabama got the home win, or because they're supposed to play on the road, and you know that.
Man, it doesn't matter. Strength of schedule. We're talking about a record, the number 15 rank. I'm talking about the committee. You're making like that. That's an irrelevant point. At this point, with you having your first college football rankings to go into the first week and handle what the committee seen and deemed as a top 15 team, that's what they're going to pay attention to.
Right.
And even LSU would have to go and blow the rest of their season for that to be a factor. And I don't see that happening. And I wanted to kind of dive into some of the scheduling here. Let me get some of the schedules up. But outside of Alabama's ranking, man, give me some thoughts on you see Ole Miss is right out there on the outside looking in. Who else missed that top 12? We saw was that Boise State? No, Boise State got in. You got Texas A&M, SMU. They're right there on the outside looking in at 13 and 14. Me personally, and I've seen this in the chat a few times, and I've been saying it. I think SMU is the team in the ACC that's really going to give Miami that complete game that's going to allow them to be proven if they're a top 5 team or not. What's your thoughts on that?
I think actually if SMU, I see SMU winning the ACC, but we all know Miami's been a fraud all season. So the question would be, I have them winning the ACC. Where does that leave Miami? Do they still get in?
I would say so. I think if you have a 1-loss Miami and their 1 loss comes in their conference championship game, you got to give Miami at least 10. And that's with SMU being a 1-loss team. They would have to be a 1-loss team, but you got to remember. You got your 4 conference championships, 4 conference champions. They're going to get a first round bye. So I'm looking at it now. So you got Georgia, Miami, Oregon, BYU. If SMU wins and pushes Miami's only going to go to maybe 7, maybe 6 at the lowest right there.
Depending on how they lose.
At that point, for a conference championship game, it doesn't matter. At that point, unless they lose Cam Ward, for a conference championship game, it doesn't matter how you lose that. I believe. I mean, same thing goes for Georgia. If Georgia goes to the SEC championship game with 1 loss and they lose, their second loss is in the conference championship game against number 6 Texas. That's a conversation to say, hey, do they just flop? Do we just flop them because you're one and the same right now? That matchup is the only thing holding one over the other. So I think SMU Miami kind of weighs out like that. Same thing with Oregon and Ohio State. I don't think they get another opportunity to see each other in the conference because of what's his name being in that in the Big 10. I mean the Big 12 with them. I mean the Big 10. I'm sorry, Big 10. But It's a lot that could pan out, man. I'm just looking at this bracket. Ohio State just sitting there, they're looking up right now, taking the loss to Oregon and kind of having that be their best loss. That helps them right now. So,
they better not lose to Indiana.
I tell you what, and I think it could happen. I would love to see that happen, and you already know why.
I'm gonna be quiet.
Davis Lewis Lane Love said ESPN made a mistake. They've made their playoff bracket based off the coaches poll. They should have made it off the college football playoff poll. No, they made it off of the playoff rankings, because you look at the conference champions, they would get the seeds 1 through 4, and then your outright top conference seed would have the number 5, and then you would rank it out that way. That's how the format was set up.
Who's 10?
Notre Dame.
Who's number 10 right now? Notre Dame. Oh, okay. I see them winning out.
Yeah, they're going to win out. And they'll probably be number 8, number 9. They won't get the respect because they're not in the conference. Their strength of schedule is one of the worst. But yeah,
it's still early. It's gonna come down to the last 2 weeks of the season, bro.
Right.
It's gonna shake up into the last 2 weeks of the season.
And
the rankings that we see now, you can just wash that under the bridge. The last 2 weeks of the season, we're gonna really see where everybody line up.
Right, 100%. So, last thoughts, man. We're going to keep the phone lines open. I see a lot of people. We had 2 people call while you were on the line, so we're going to keep the phone lines open, y'all. Get ready to call in. JB, final thoughts on what's your thoughts going into this weekend? It's a lot of shaking up that could happen for the college football rankings. And as I pull the schedule back up, let me pull the schedule back up. And I love to just go to the top 25 and look at the matchups, man. Looking at hold up, here we go, scores. I mean,
let them wait. I'm talking to my son.
And and even Miami going to Atlanta to play Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech has been sneaky. Don't sleep on them. Florida, if I really hate that DJ Lagway is hurt for Florida, that I feel like that would have been a crazy game for Texas, but still, Florida's defense has been playing pretty good ball. If they can hold on to the ball and move the ball on the ground offensively and let that quarterback get comfortable, he looked like he was going to be he started picking it up. So I mean, and we got
if their backup quarterback didn't look like a true freshman, all he needed from that Georgia game, you just see he was starting to get his feet
just a little bit. Was just starting to figure it out right there towards the end.
He threw that one bad pick and that was it.
Yeah. And I need Michigan and Indiana. I need Indiana to really solidify themselves. I think they're real. This season. They're real competitors. Michigan is garbage. Go ahead and solidify this by getting that brand win. Get that win over Michigan just for brand purposes, right? Indiana, I like Indiana. I like watching Indiana play.
But I told you that 2 weeks. I told you that last week. I said, Joe, Indiana is a team. You was like, because Ohio State and Indiana, when they meet, Indiana's offense goes right into the scheme of Ohio State. I'm like, well, look, the way they've been playing all season, I think this is a different team.
You got to think that they have that matchup next week, not this weekend. They have it next week. Yeah.
They ready for that game.
That's going to be the tell off for me. Right now, they're playing good, but that Ohio State defense, I'm telling you that they match up so well with a lot of teams, and their team too, man. I think the egos have been checked a lot. They've been playing defense has been lights out. Honestly, I can't even lie. It's the offense for me, and like I said, I just never believed in Will Howard. I just never believed in him at the quarterback position, and. I think that's their kryptonite. And then their O-line struggles. They get bailed out by 2 great running backs in Judkins and Henderson. They got a crazy good wide receiver core. They got 3 solid tight ends that aren't even getting enough recognition because of all the talent everywhere else. Ohio State, they paid good money for that roster, and they spent the money really good because they got a good team.
They flip flop. They flip flop this year. Normally, their offense has always been immaculate, and their defense has been suspect.
Yeah. And then we got a couple more games that's important. Utah, BYU. Utah did not get off to the start that everybody expected. They struggled, had some injuries, but this is another rivalry game. Played in Salt Lake City. Y'all know that red and blue rivalry is crazy. That game always looks crazy good at nighttime, and it's a late game. So we'll be watching that one in the Boom Boom Room. And then that was the last one of the top 25 that really matters for as far as playoff rankings, because Washington State, I don't think their strength of schedule allows them, even if they went out, win their conference in the PAC. The PAC is not even considered a major conference anymore. So it's one of those things where, you look at the lineup for this weekend. We got some games, man. Got some games that can really shake up college football rankings, because if Ole Miss beats Georgia, that gives us a little bit more boost, and that pushes us up and brings them into the top 12 because of our win over Georgia. So we beat them when they were number 1. Ole Miss will be beating them when they're number 3. You pull them up, you got to pull us up. You're giving us credit for the win against them and the loss. Ole Miss got their conference loss too. So I think we really control our destiny if we just continue to win out. Simple as that.
It's simple as that. This week is gonna be a lot. This week is gonna be interesting.
Yep, 100%, man.
This week is gonna be interesting. We're just gonna continue doing what we got to do. Just stay focused on the task at hand. AAA, I love y'all. Smoke, keep doing your thing, bro.
Yes, sir.
These kids are kicking my butt right now.
Look, I can tell, bro.
Yeah, I need to give me a shot. But I'm gonna talk to y'all. I'm gonna check in on with y'all. Y'all be easy. Stay safe out here. Election day. So please stay safe. Love y'all.
Yes, sir. 100%, bro. Roll Tide, man.
Roll Tide.
Yes, sir. JB718 in the gang. Is it 817? It's 718. I know. I used to have his name wrong on my phone. I had 817. Hey, I appreciate y'all for tapping in tonight, man. Phone call line open if y'all want to jump on the line again, man. I leave it open for another 3 minutes. Give somebody else, some new callers, a chance to call in. Tonight is one of those nights where if you really want to get on some clips, man, we got about 20. We got about 10 more minutes, but that's going to be able to get some clips out. I want to start getting some clips out tonight for the college football reactions. Or early in the morning. Tomorrow's Wednesday, so we can get a lot of content pushed out, a lot of vibe stuff pushed out tomorrow. Definitely love getting y'all's voices out there. We had another call at 334. You can call back in if you want to be heard, man. 334, call back in. You were calling in while JB was on the line, but you can definitely call back in and have your voice heard. 334. And then we got 31 likes on the stream. Appreciate y'all for unplanned stream, y'all. Unplanned stream. Y'all pull up. Y'all show the numbers. I appreciate y'all. Y'all share the live right now, though. Share the live right now as we go into another. Y'all might be getting an ad. I think I just got a notification. I can't remember if I hit it, but make sure y'all share the live. Every time y'all get an ad, make sure y'all share the live. If you're getting ads, make sure you share that live for your boy over there on YouTube. And if you're on Facebook watching, man, thank y'all for tuning in over there on Facebook. Y'all really been showing some love on Facebook. I saw some shares and some reposts on Facebook. Thank y'all for that. But I'm looking at let's look at some of the paths to the college football playoff. And I think this is something that's important to pay attention to over the next couple weeks, because we're already in week 11 of the college football season, right? And let me zoom in some. All right, so we already talked about some of the big games this weekend. I think Ohio State has the best chance to win out and solidify their playoff spot. They the highest they can go right now if Oregon doesn't win out. If Oregon wins out is number 5 seed in the playoffs, right? They'll be number 2 in the rankings, but they'll be the number 5 seed in the playoffs. But I think Oregon has some tests ahead. Wisconsin is hurt, but their defense will give Oregon a test if they could stay healthy for another week or get healthy in another week. I'm looking at and I'm only looking at top 12. Arkansas and Texas, another sneaky one, a rivalry game that hasn't been played in a long time. This is a SEC. This is a conference game. This could be Texas' second conference loss to unranked Arkansas team. That will put them out of contention to be in the playoffs. That will put them out of contention. I think that hurts Texas. To lose to an unranked Arkansas this late in the season, that's a rivalry game. Got to pay attention to it. Can Pitt play back into the playoff picture? They only have one loss in the conference. They're in the ACC right there with SMU and Miami. Can they play back into it? You got Colorado right there tinking on the edge with 2 losses. One of the more appealing 2-loss teams in the top 25. And then once again, you got Notre Dame against Virginia. I feel like Notre Dame's got to drop another one to really get them out the way. That one loss is not even respectable. SMU, Boston College. Boston College is a sneaky team. Do they get SMU? I don't think they catch them slipping. SMU is a good team. I actually enjoyed watching their game last week. LSU, Florida. And mind you, these games is not this weekend. These are the following weekend. LSU, will they be out of contention after this weekend? You know, can they continue to win after losing to us? Because I feel like we got this game, right? We need them to win after they lose to us. Another one, South Carolina, Missouri. We got wins over both of those teams. And then the big game that I think really is going to shape a lot of what the SEC championship game looks like. Tennessee at Georgia. If this was going to be in Neyland, I got a different feel about it. I think Tennessee may come in that one and come away with it. I just think Kirby and that defense, man, that defense is going to give Nico problems. But also that run game, Sampson. If they can get Sampson loose against Georgia's run, it's going to be a good one. BYU, Texas A&M, they got some pretty solid schedules closing out the season. That's favorable. Texas A&M has Texas at the end of the season. That's a big matchup for them. This is the huge one, November 23rd. This is rivalry weekend. Isn't this rivalry weekend? Yeah. Or is it the following weekend? Oh, yeah, it's the following weekend. So this is the weekend before Thanksgiving, y'all. The big matchup, Indiana at Ohio State. So my thing is this. If Indiana is undefeated up until this point, by this time, they should be ahead of Ohio State. Right? They should be ahead of Ohio State. Because at this point, Oregon, the win against Oregon is kind of well, then again, they playing strength of schedule. So yeah, you get to this matchup. If Indiana beats Ohio State is out. We don't have 4 Big Ten teams in the playoffs. We don't have 4 Big Ten teams in the playoff because at this point you'll still possibly have a Miami 1 loss. You might have a SMU 1 loss. So yeah, I'm going to T-Town for the SMU game. The Mercer game. That's why I said I wish we could have got together and did tailgate, y'all, for the Mercer game. Again, Texas, Kentucky hurt, but you never know with some of these bottom feeder teams in the SEC. Penn State, I think they play their way in, being 7, 8. They're pretty favorable. They don't need a conference. BYU against Arizona State, who is a team that is sneaky. Like I said, Big 10, Big 12 is been pretty spread out this year. Some quality competitions, some quality teams in those conferences. We about to blow Oklahoma out. By this time, we beat LSU. There's no reason why we should drop out of the top 7 if we keep winning. Again, Texas A&M have to go to Jordan Hare. We know how freaky that gets. SMU, another trap game in Virginia. Vanderbilt going down to LSU. At that point, both teams will have 2 conference losses at that point. I'm predicting. Iowa State, can they get past Utah to a defensive game? Colorado against Kansas. Colorado has a pretty clean slate to kind of sneak into the playoffs, y'all. If they can get to 14 before they see Kansas and to finish the season. Because right now, what are they in conference? They only have 1 conference loss, right? Colorado. They could play for that conference. Yeah, so Army, Notre Dame, that's a big one too, y'all. That's to me, if Army wins that one, go ahead, give them the 12 seed. Go ahead and give them the 12 seed, give them an opportunity till they lose it. You're giving it to Notre Dame. If you're gonna go ahead and give a sympathy spot, give it to whoever wins that game. If they're undefeated at that point. And then rivalry weekend. Oh, this not rivalry weekend either. It is for some teams. Texas A&M, y'all know that's going to be a big one. Tennessee, Vanderbilt, that's going to be another big one. Notre Dame, USC, always good for the lights, you know. Iron Bowl, always a big game. Oklahoma, LSU, I think that's going to be a new rivalry that we're going to see for years to come. Louisville, Kentucky, two teams that are inconsistent. That's going to be a good one. South Carolina, Clemson. I think South Carolina going to beat the brakes off of Clemson if they stay healthy. Michigan, Ohio State, don't even want to watch it. And then that's it for. I mean, so many games moving forward that can really shape out this season, and I really think that everybody can lose. Everybody can lose, guys. Everybody can lose. So that's the show for tonight. We don't have any more people calling in. I don't think. Nope, we don't have no more people calling in, which is cool. Got a lot of good phone calls in tonight. Thank y'all for supporting the network 100% again tonight, man. AAA family, doing what y'all do. Doing what y'all do to support the network. We'll be live tomorrow. Just have your notifications on YouTube. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you haven't joined the AAA family, go ahead and join the AAA family, y'all. Go ahead and join the AAA family. We got the link in the chat for you. If you don't catch it in the live chat, it's on our YouTube page. And we're gonna get into some more football content tomorrow. This weekend we got some high school football content, some Friday Night Lights, Russell County Warriors. We got a few of those athletes showing up tonight. We got a few athletes we're gonna try to check in with Thursday night before we hit the road, and we're gonna talk some more college football landscape with everything coming towards the playoff push. We're gonna really ramp up the content push for coverage with all of the teams in the across the country. So y'all continue to support, man. I appreciate y'all for being who y'all are. Thank you, man. I'm your boy, Coach Smook. See y'all on the next one. And remember, next time when you see your boy, don't hesitate to holler at me and yell. Just yell like ever so slightly. Ever so slightly. Put me in the game, Coach. I thank y'all for being who y'all are, man. Roll Tide, AAA family, SOS, authenticity above all. We out here, man. Catch y'all in the next one.